Hi, hello everyone. My name is Norain binti Abdul Rashid. I'm a presenter for this paper and this is my partner, Panuru Shafiqah binti Muhammad Amin. Title for this paper is Interactive Module for Slow Learners in Creative Sewing Program. Abstract. Every human being on earth is born with diverse abilities, skills, knowledge and speciality which makes them unique from each other. Each of these differences must not be looked down upon and shall be respected. When learners attend early school years, educators may start to identify the learners based on their abilities and skills. By overcoming the obstacle, learners will appreciate and enjoy the learning that they had accomplished during lesson. Solve the issue of slow learners in sewing college. The educators are facing with lots of obstacles in order to make the slow learners to understand the sewing process, although the step had been shown to them in detailed step. With guided, them in stage where they will be guided as in one-to-one, some learners could not complete the sewing process in order to make it as the end product. Howard Gardner, 1983, quote saying that anything that is worth teaching can be presented in many ways. These multiple ways can make use of multiple intelligence. In this circumstance, as an educator, we must create interesting interactive module to assist learners to improve their understanding and to enhance their interest in order for the learners to complete their sewing project. Introduction. Rahmat Kurniawan 2020 mentioned that there are two factors detected with slow learners which are either internal factors or external factor. This has been happening since infancy and has not disappeared even though the baby is over 3 months old. These slow learners are usually unable to keep up with learning and teaching tasks by teachers using command methods. Not able to communicate like normal learners, they also have a lower level of intellectual compared to normal learners. Slow learners are also not active and almost quiet at the most of the time. They do not talk much and prefer to be alone. These slow learners also find it difficult to accept instructions. Therefore, educators are advised to give short and simple instructions. Various teaching and learning strategies that can be formed by educators. One of is the interview method. According to Korikana, 2020, slow learners should get an equal opportunity in education in order to make sure that they will succeed and have a better future by improving their skills and knowledge, because this factor is an important contribution to a country development. The aim is to analyze the effectiveness of interactive video and tools such as simple photo book used as teaching aids for helping them to understand better towards the lesson stated in the syllabus. The literature review. Student development involves the process of listening, observing and speaking. For the development of motor skill, most students will better understand the teaching method by observing and practicing it over and over again. Clover and Stalker 2007 point out the process of making trained students on justice the situation around, especially when they ground out and being with people. This is important because most students easily mistake with one another culture and do not find a solution to find the right source. Through art criticism, they know clearly about the information from their counterparts of the races. These modules involve 3 elements, namely picture book, interactive video of skirt production, work step process, and worksheet. Photo book. Students will get to know the equipment and sewing materials and the work steps of skirt production through the picture book provided. Other than that, it's interactive video. Students can view videos that have the same functionality as picture books. The difference is that the video has a background song that can engage slow learner students to listen and view picture as well as videos. And last but not least is worksheet. The worksheet aims to further strengthen student understanding and knowledge of the skirt production. I will highlight certain points of problem statement is slow learners may easily lose focus in their learning, regardless of whether the learning involves them to read, to count, or even in applying skills. They are easily bored, and this causes them to no longer want to continue learning in the classroom. Problem in understanding some things, especially in the short term. Therefore, educators are facing with a challenging situation when they must repeat the same learning repeatedly. Ministry of Education ordered all learning situations, such as schools and college, to close down temporarily, where educators need to conduct and implement the process of teaching and learning from home through online lessons, when their educators will start to find ways and methods of effectiveness delivery to deliver the lesson to students so that they will not lag behind and they could perform well as they normally would. According to Fitri Duarini 2017, to provide an appropriate learning towards slow learner needs is crucial in order to reach their full potential. However, as an educator, they must find ways to assist the learners to have good achievement in their learning. This is an environment for the slow learners classroom. Next is the methodology, materials. This study used the qualitative approach to design an instrument that are used in this study. The instrument used a semi-structured interview, observation, and document analysis. Samples: creative sewing lecturer in Route Community College, 5 slow learners of creative sewing program. Site: creative sewing workshop of Route Community College. Easier for researchers to monitor and experiment on their own students. Procedures: created the design of front and back cover for the photo book named ISLM, arrange the content of the module, hand over the sets of modules for conducting 5 samples of students, and observe their first impression towards the photo books and the video. Measurement: semi-structured interview from the feedback of 5 slow learners and creative sewing lecturer before and after using the interactive module. The data will be collected from the interview session between the 5 slow learners, creative sewing lecturer, and the researcher. Data analysis: in this statistical analysis, researcher was separated the 2 different groups of sample to get the best result. It consists of 5 slow learners and creative sewing lecturer. 5 slow learners. Based on pre-test scores, 5 slow learners were teaching with the traditional learning style like previous, which is lecturer need to brief and explain related to the topic for beginning of class without any figure or picture. Then they will be doing practical part with this lecturer, which shows step to making basic skirt, and ask 5 slow learners to record the process with themselves. After that, 5 slow learners will use the set of module for basic skirt. This chart shows the result before and after using the module. This is the table show the response of the lecturer towards the slow learners. Validity and reliability. Consequently, reliability, validity, and triangulation, if they are admissible research concepts, especially from the qualitative point of view, have to be redefined in order to emulate the numerous ways to enduring veracity. This is the 2 tables general question giving to 2 types of group, which is lecturers and 5 slow learners. Collection of information. Researcher construct the question for interview session based on needed for the slow learners and the lecturer. Transformation of data. Researcher will transforming into information and source from the semi-structured interview, with the lecturer and 5 slow learners into pie chart and table. Interpretation of data, process of investigating data through a number of predetermined steps. This involves contagious the result of data analysis, make a conclusion about the relationship of studies, and using them to draw conclusion. Result and discussion. To efficiency of the interactive module, we stand for photo book and several worksheets set as a teaching aid. Two alternatives to improve the understanding and enhance the learning interest of the slow learners. Improve their motivation by using the new module and teaching aid, which helps them to improve their understanding and they will be more focused on the lesson. Provide an exposure for the slow learners to explore about the use of video as a medium to help them understand and follow the learning over and over again without changing the method and presence of its delivery. Conclusion. Based on the discussion above, the use of interactive modules such as video and novel types of learning tools may assist in reinforcing the slow learners' learning and install the interest in slow learners of Creative Sewing Program of Rao Community College, Pahang. Additionally, it will also strengthen their understanding toward the process of sewing a basic skirt and aids to improve the sewing techniques. This is process of completing the set of module. Photo books, interactive video, worksheet. Thank you.